After my Christmas book haul, I decided that for my next book haul, I would wait until I got 10 new books at least before I did a book haul. How many do I have now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
15 books to haul today. I'll do it later. Never mind, I'll do it now. The first book I have today is Wayfarer by Alexander Bracken, the second book in the Passenger duology. I read Passenger a few months ago. I kind of enjoyed it, I kind of didn't. There were parts that I liked and parts that I didn't like. Usually I wouldn't have picked up the next book for it, but two reasons I picked this up. A, it's only a duology, and so I'm already 50% through the series, so might as well just go ahead and finish it. Second of all, the way the last one ended makes me think that a lot of the problems I had with it are going to not be in this book. In case you're wondering, the problems that I had with it is the, too much focus on the romance and the lack of more traveling. I have to say, I think my favorite part about this series, the covers. Look how pretty they are together. I probably would have bought the second one just so that these two can look nice together on my shelves. That might be 50% of the reason I bought it. Second book I have to book haul is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I've actually already read Cinder, and I really enjoyed it. I just now filmed my book talk for it. I didn't tell you what the Passenger one was about. This series is about a girl who realizes that she is a time traveler. There's this conspiracy going on, and she has to keep it from getting really bad by finding something before the other guys get it. This one is a science fiction retelling of Cinderella. It's the first in a series. Speaking of that, here's the second book in the series, which I also got, Scarlet, which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. I'm really surprised by the size difference in these books. Usually when I see these on bookshelves in the background of other booktubers things, they look nearly the same size. Maybe that's because the other two are super big. These two, as you can see, they're actually really different sizes. So I was really surprised at how thick this one was. A good kind of surprise. I like big books, so this being thicker than I thought it was going to be was a nice surprise. I'm pretty sure I've already got the most popular books in this book haul out of the way, except this one. This one's pretty popular, pretty well known. The Holy Bible. I saw this Bible. Look how floppy it is. I saw this Bible in the bookstore in my church. It's also a school. And look how cool it is. It's a really nice looking Bible. It has extremely teeny tiny font, but look at it. It's so cool. Also, it's what's the NLT stand for again? New Living Translation. I don't think I have a copy of the New Living Translation. I'm gonna assume you know what this is about, and if you don't, you should pick it up. This next book is actually my second favorite book, following the one I already just book hauled. The Daring Adventures of Penhaligon Brush by S. Jones Rogan, which I bought used, and I thought it was going to come with a book jacket, but I didn't. This is the paperback of it. This is what this cover should look like. It's my all-time favorite book. I really love the characters in it, and if you're wondering why I bought a hard copy when I already have a paperback, first of all, I have the sequel in hardback, so I needed it to match. Second of all, this one
has been lent to one unnamed person who obviously does not know how to take care of books. The cover is dog-eared. The cover. How do you dog-ear a cover? If you're someone who doesn't really take good care of their books and you borrow someone's book, don't do this to them. Don't, no. How do you even manage to do this much damage? You, the person that's probably watching the I lent this to. You know who you are.
Onward. In my last book haul, I had Smile by Rihanna Teela Gamer thingy, and now I've gotten Sisters, which is the sequel to Smile, and Drama, which is a completely different book. Sisters and Smile are actually memoirs. This one being a memoir about her living her life with braces. This one being about her and her sister during a road trip. I've read both of these, and I highly recommend. If you're looking for a contemporary-ish thing, I would definitely go with this. I actually have a book talk on Smile, and I plan on having a book talk for Sisters soon. I'll link that below. Drama, I haven't read this yet, and I'm not 100% sure what it's about. I'm not gonna look at the synopsis because it's by this author, so I'm gonna assume it's good and read it. I don't want to look at the thing. It'll spoil me. This one I also got got from church. As I said, my church is also a school building, so it has a library in it, and one Sunday in church there was a cart outside the library that said free books giving away, and of course I had to get one. It didn't have the most awesome selection. It looked mostly like cheesy Christian romance novels that were trying to sprinkle some kind of adventurousness in it. You know those things. So this was one of the best options to get. A Haunted Cove by Elizabeth Baldwin Hazelton. I don't know what it's about, but it's an antique-y looking book, and I like antique books, so I'm picking it up to have in my collection. Maybe one day I'll read it if I'm not afraid the pages tear out. The pages are pretty well intact. They're stiff, though. Like stiff paper. This next book is a book that I originally read from the library, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't have my own copy until now. A Million Ways Home by Diana Dorsey Wingett. This is a really good book. I bought this one used too. It has someone else's last name on it. How come every time I get a library book I read as a kid, they're always so much smaller than I remember them being? This next one I actually got for school. A Midsummer Night's Dream, the No Fear Shakespeare edition. Oh my goodness, I haven't been telling you the synopsis of this one. You already know what this one's about. I'm gonna put it down. This is a series about a young girl, and there's a series of big unexpected events that are completely messing up her life, and she's trying to get everything back to what she knows as normal. But it is a really good book. I would highly recommend reading this if you need like a darker contemporary. These are actually more library books that I now have my own copy of. The Everyday Angel series by Victoria Schwab. Victoria Schwab is a pretty popular author, but I haven't really seen her middle grade books in BookTube. These are the only ones I know about, but they are fantastic. I really wish there were more, especially based on how it ended, but I'm still really glad I read them, and I'm really glad that we have at least these three. The first one is New Beginnings, Second Chances, and Last Wishes. This series is about a guardian angel in training, and in each book she's helping a different girl get through some kind of trouble she's having in her life. The first one in particular is about her helping a girl whose brother is in the hospital. This next one I'm really happy about, and it's actually another library book, except I didn't read the whole thing when I got it from the library though. I read part of it, but then we needed to take it back. It's Alice Through the Needle's Eye by Gilbert Adyr. It's sort of like if someone else decided to take Lewis Carroll's character of Alice and the theme of her finding a different world. He wrote a third book for it, or fourth if you count Alice Adventures Underground. But I'm really glad I have this. Still haven't read the whole thing, but based on what I did read, it was pretty good for someone who's not Lewis Carroll, and even the illustrations are pretty good for someone who's not whoever the original illustrator is. If you are as big as an Alice in Wonderland fan as I am, you will be very happy with this. You should get this. The next book I bought with a little blind faith because it's not the most popular book. It only had like 60 something reviews on Goodreads, mixed reviews as well. But when I saw the synopsis, I had to get it, and that is The Rat Prince by Bridget Hodler. This is another Cinderella retelling, except it's actually a bent version of the original one. It's basically about Cinderella and the whole thing, but one of her rats that gets turned into her coachman ends up falling in love with Cinderella instead of the actual prince. And I thought that was a really cool synopsis, and I really like cute love interest, and this seems like a really cute one, so I'm definitely excited to read this. So that's all the books I'm book hauling today. Now I got to pick them up in my arms and put on a werewolf head. So that's all we're talking about now. You can check out some of my other videos if you want. You can check out some of those book talks that I mentioned in a link down below. There's some other links down there as well. You can like this video and you can subscribe as well. Or you cannot. Either way. Bye! No!